Eldritch Reckoning. In the heart of the ancient forest of Eldrath, where the twisted branches intertwined with the secrets of forgotten realms, a solitary figure sat by a dwindling fire. The embers cast a dim glow that danced upon the gnarled roots and leaves that carpeted the forest floor. Malphriael, a druid of unparalleled wisdom and ancient lineage, had sought solace in the depths of Eldrath for centuries. As the night wore on and the moon hung low in the ink-black sky, the distant cries of war began to pierce through the usual symphony of night sounds. The howls of battle echoed between the colossal trees, blending with the rustle of leaves and the haunting whispers of the wind. In the midst of this cacophony, Malphriael, with eyes that held the weight of centuries, was abruptly woken from a deep dream. His eyes, a luminescent shade of silver, flickered open, and he surveyed the surroundings with an instinctual awareness. The ancient runes tattooed on his weathered skin seemed to glow faintly in response to the disturbance in the natural order. With a fluid motion, Malphriael rose from his seated position, the hood of his cloak casting shadows over his contemplative expression. His staff, adorned with ethereal crystals and entwined with vines, stood beside him, waiting for the touch of its master. The cries of war intensified, carrying tales of despair and chaos. Malphriael, guided by an otherworldly intuition, followed the eerie melody of the conflict. As he ventured deeper into the forest, the air became charged with an unsettling energy. Through the ancient trees, he emerged onto a clearing bathed in the silvery light of the moon. The battlefield unfolded before him, a tapestry of blood and darkness. Factions clashed with a ferocity that seemed to defy mortal understanding. Yet, as Malphriael observed, a revelation unfurled like the petals of a forbidden flower. The combatants were not mere mortals, but beings from realms beyond, locked in a celestial struggle that threatened to rupture the very fabric of Eldrath. In that moment, the druid realized the true nature of his awakening. His deep dream had been a prophetic vision, a glimpse into a cosmic conflict that transcended the mortal plane. The fate of Eldrath hung in the balance, and Malphriael, the guardian of the ancient woods, was destined to play a pivotal role. With a determined gaze, he raised his staff, calling upon the ancient powers that flowed through his veins. The air crackled with magic as the druid embraced his role as a harbinger of balance. The battlefield, once shrouded in chaos, now quivered with an eerie calm. As the moon cast its silvery glow upon the druid, his form seemed to meld with the shadows, becoming one with the essence of Eldrath itself. In that moment, Malphriael became a force of nature, a living embodiment of the forest's will. The twisted branches overhead seemed to bow in acknowledgement as the druid stepped into the heart of the celestial conflict, determined to restore harmony to the ancient land that had cradled his existence for untold ages. As Malphriael wove through the celestial battle, his staff pulsating with the raw magic of Eldrath, he encountered beings both ethereal and grotesque. Celestial warriors with shimmering wings clashed against nightmarish creatures that seemed to embody the very shadows they cast. The air crackled with conflicting energies as the druid moved between realms, each step resonating with the echoes of forgotten prophecies. Yet, as the druid ventured deeper into the chaos, he discovered a twist that sent shivers down his ancient spine. Amidst the celestial turmoil, a figure emerged, a being clad in a cloak of starlight, radiating an aura of both familiarity and enigma. It was Ilyndra, a long-lost companion from the druid's distant past. The reunion was both poignant and unsettling. Ilyndra, once a trusted ally, had become a pivotal player in the cosmic conflict, her allegiance shrouded in ambiguity. Her eyes, once mirrors reflecting the same purpose as Malphriael's, now held a glint of uncertainty. Words hung in the air like the lingering mist of Eldrath as the two locked eyes. Ilyndra's voice, a haunting melody, broke the silence. Malphriael, the threads of destiny are unraveling, and our roles have become entwined in a tapestry woven by forces beyond our understanding. As they conversed, the battlefield around them shifted. The cries of war transformed into a haunting harmony, a symphony of the celestial struggle. It was then that Malphriael realized the true nature of their predicament. The conflict was not just a clash of cosmic entities, but a test for the very fabric of reality. Guided by an unseen hand, the druid and his once-lost companion navigated the shifting currents of the celestial battlefield. The air crackled with tension as alliances shifted like the shadows cast by the ancient trees. Every step held the weight of destiny, and each decision echoed through the interconnected web of fate. The final twist revealed itself as they reached the heart of the conflict, where a celestial nexus pulsated with a blinding light. It was the source of the disturbance, a rupture in the fabric of Eldrath itself. As Malphriael and Ilyndra stood before the nexus, the truth unfurled. The cosmic struggle was a reflection of the balance within their own beings. In a climactic revelation, it was revealed that the druid and his companion embodied the dual nature of Eldrath, the essence of creation and destruction. Their choices would determine the fate not only of the ancient forest but of the entire celestial realm. With a solemn nod, Malphriael and Ilyndra merged their powers, becoming conduits of balance. The celestial nexus trembled as the druid's staff and Ilyndra's radiant energy intertwined. The battlefield, once a realm of chaos, now shimmered with a transcendent glow as harmony was restored to Eldrath. The celestial entities, once locked in conflict, bowed to the newfound equilibrium. The cries of war transformed into a chorus of unity, echoing through the ancient trees. As the cosmic threads settled, Malphriael and Ilyndra, their destinies intertwined, stood as guardians of Eldrath, watching over the timeless balance they had forged in the crucible of celestial strife. As the echoes of celestial harmony reverberated through Eldrath, a sudden shift in the air heralded the arrival of an enigmatic presence. A figure cloaked in shadows darker than the deepest corners of the ancient forest materialized before Malphriael and Ilyndra. The atmosphere became tense as the celestial beings paused, their newfound unity hanging in the balance. The shadowed figure, revealed to be an entity known as Morgrath, spoke with a voice that seemed to dance between the rustling leaves and the distant echoes of the cosmic struggle. Druid and celestial companion, your efforts have staved off the impending imbalance, but the true test is yet to come. Morgrath unfolded a revelation that shattered the tranquility Malphriael and Ilyndra had fought so hard to restore. The cosmic conflict was not a mere anomaly, but a cyclic trial meant to assess the guardians of Eldrath. The destinies of the druid and the celestial being were entwined not just with the current balance but with an eternal struggle that transcended time itself. In every age, a new incarnation of Eldrath's guardians arises, Morgrath intoned, and each iteration faces a choice that determines the destiny of this realm. You, Malphriael, and Ilyndra are the latest threads woven into this cosmic tapestry. As the realization settled, the ground beneath them trembled, and the celestial nexus pulsed with an ominous glow. The trial was far from over. Morgrath revealed that a force of ancient malevolence, long imprisoned within Eldrath, sought to exploit the balance achieved by the Guardians. It hungered for the power forged through the trials and sought to break free from its ethereal chains. Malphriael and Ilyndra, now burdened with the weight of a timeless struggle, had to confront the malevolent force that threatened to unravel the delicate harmony they had just restored. The choices they made, the alliances they formed, and the sacrifices they were willing to endure would determine not only the fate of Eldrath, but the very essence of their existence. In a surreal twist, the once united celestial entities scattered, their alliances now fractured by the revelation. Morgrath, though shrouded in shadows, offered cryptic guidance, leaving the Guardians to navigate the complexities of their destiny. As the druid and celestial being embarked on a new journey, Eldrath itself seemed to pulse with anticipation. The ancient trees whispered secrets of forgotten epochs, and the wind carried the echoes of a struggle that transcended the boundaries of time and space. The twists of fate continued to unravel, and the true nature of Eldrath's guardianship unfolded in ways that defied the understanding of both mortal and celestial beings alike. Under the moonlit canopy of Eldrath, Malphriael and Ilyndra ventured forth, their path illuminated by the ethereal glow of the celestial nexus. The ancient forest, once a haven of tranquility, now pulsed with an undercurrent of tension. Every step resonated with the weight of their responsibility. As they delved deeper into Eldrath's heart, encountering challenges that tested not only their strength but the very core of their beings, a bond between the druid and celestial being deepened. Each trial forged a connection that surpassed the limitations of mortal understanding. In the shadowed groves and ancient ruins, they encountered echoes of the malevolent force that sought escape. Whispers of forgotten power and imprisoned darkness guided them, and Eldrath itself seemed to lend its strength to the Guardians. The twisted branches overhead formed a canopy of support, and the very ground beneath their feet resonated with the ancient magic that bound the forest. The Guardian's journey reached its zenith in the heart of Eldrath, at the seal of eternity, where the malevolent force strained against its ethereal chains. The air crackled with the tension of impending confrontation as Malphriael and Ilyndra prepared to face the embodiment of ancient malevolence. In a climactic struggle that transcended the boundaries of time and space, the Guardians unleashed the full extent of their powers. The malevolent force, a manifestation of primordial darkness, writhed against the onslaught. The celestial nexus pulsed with the ebb and flow of cosmic energies as the fate of Eldrath hung in the balance. In a final, resounding surge, Malphriael and Ilyndra combined their strengths, their very essences intertwining with the primal forces of Eldrath. The malevolent force, unable to withstand the united front of the Guardians, was vanquished, its dark energies dissipating like smoke in the wind. As the echoes of the cosmic struggle faded, the celestial nexus transformed, radiating a luminous brilliance that infused the entire forest with renewed vitality. Eldrath, once teetering on the brink of imbalance, now thrived with an unparalleled vibrancy. Morgrath, the enigmatic entity that had guided them through the twists of destiny, appeared once more. You have surpassed the trials laid before you, Morgrath intoned, and in doing so, you have become the true stewards of Eldrath. With a gesture, Morgrath bestowed upon Malphriael and Ilyndra the essence of celestial guardianship, marking them as eternal protectors of the ancient forest. The very fabric of Eldrath resonated with their newfound roles, and the once fragmented celestial entities returned, acknowledging the unity forged by the guardians. The ancient trees bowed in acknowledgement, and the winds whispered words of gratitude. The trials, twists, and turns of destiny had led the guardians to a transcendent understanding of their purpose. As Eldrath embraced a new era, Malphriael and Ilyndra stood united, their intertwined destinies weaving a legacy that echoed through the ages. In the heart of Eldrath, under the watchful gaze of the moon and the ancient trees, the Guardians embraced their role with a quiet determination, ensuring that the cosmic balance they had restored would endure for countless lifetimes to come.